Hey there, let me take you through how I made this creamy homemade Greek yogurt from scratch. I love Greek yogurt like kilo day because it's an excellent source of protein, and my children also love yogurt. And we spend a fortune buying it each time from the store, so I figured out why not make it myself. I'm not gonna lie, the very first time I tried this out, it was a complete disaster. The milk didn't form well, the yogurt was a disaster, and fear has refused to let me try it again until now. I nursed the thought of this Greek yogurt for several months before I decided to try. And surprisingly, look how creamy it came out. Like, I'm so proud of myself right now, understand? So let me take you through how I did it. Stick with me. This yogurt typically has two ingredients. They say to use ultra-pasteurized whole milk, so I decided to make mine with lactose-free milk as well. They say it takes yogurt to make yogurt, right? So the second ingredient is just a store-bought Greek yogurt. Make sure you get the yogurt that has active live cultures in it. So the first thing I did was to bring my milk to a boil. The whole essence of this process is to kill all those nyama germs that are usually in the milk, right? So be sure to stir this continuously until it starts to boil to avoid forming lumps underneath. You also do not want to boil this on a very high heat because it can overflow. So when it boiled, I took it off the heat and allowed it to cool. Whilst that was cooling, I scooped just a portion of the milk and let it cool separately in a bowl. Next, I scooped the yogurt into another bowl to allow it to also defrost kind of to room temperature as well. I did not have a thermometer, but once the milk was cool enough that my pinky finger could survive in it, I knew it was ready for me to continue. So I mixed out the smaller portion of the yogurt and the smaller portion of the milk and whisked them together. You may want to use your right hand to whisk it together since your lazy ass left hand does not want to do anything at this point. So I poured this into the bigger milk and continued to whisk it, and then transferred it into an airtight glass bowl. So I wrapped this up in a thick towel. You want to do this to let it retain the heat that it has already, or at least stay warm, and then let it sit in the oven for about 12 hours. I also turned on the oven light to keep it warm. If you're in a hurry, they say don't make yogurt because you got to learn patience. So this is 12 hours after, and I was so nervous at this point. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I was pleasantly surprised. The first thing I noticed was that the bowl was still pretty warm even after 12 hours. So it was time to check how it really came out, and look what I made. Look what I made. Prepare to be sick of me. Prepare right now to be sick of me. So if you are aiming for a regular yogurt, you're pretty much done at this point. So all you need to do is mix it up together. But because I was going for a Greek yogurt, I needed to sieve out the whey because it still had some liquid in it called the whey that needed to be removed for the Greek yogurt in itself to be formed. I went ahead and poured this into a cheesecloth. I tried to put this underneath the sieve just so that the whey doesn't get mixed up with the yogurt in itself, and then tied it up pretty much tight and set it aside in the refrigerator for another 8 hours. Remember what I said about patience? Now you get why. And just like breeze, 8 hours have come and gone, and look how creamy and smooth this came out. I didn't even expect it to be this good. It was so good, creamy, and at this point I felt like just eating it straight. But because my children were also going to have this, I added honey to sweeten it just a little bit. Now let's fold in the honey. I was so proud of myself at this point, and I went ahead to transfer this into an airtight bowl and then keep refrigerated. That's all you need to do, keep it refrigerated, and this can last for as long as 1 week in the refrigerator. Let me know in the comment section how you think I did with this recipe, and also let me know if you would rather make your own than buy the store-bought type. Don't forget to like, share, and save this recipe for later use, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.